LIL DEE versus Brooklyn Mo.
Yeah.
Yo, yo. Shout out to everybody tuning in, everybody in the chat, everybody who came early, everybody who's watching post. Armani Cooper here, once again with the homie Radio B from Rap Elite. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. Cannot complain.
Indeed. So, as some of you know, we're counting down some of the best bar fights from round 2 of our Bar Fight League series. It was really cool so far. You know, we had some good discussions. We made some new rule changes, such as possibly having judges in the championship round. And yeah, today we're going to talk about LIL DEE versus Brooklyn Mo. You know, so LIL DEE, a heavy favorite in the competition. Brooklyn Mo surprised us in the first round when he was going against Bing. That was an incredible round as well. Shout out to Bing. Yeah, man, and they went at it. I love these LIL DEE episodes because he's always coming with some crazy flows, man. But I don't know. Did you get a chance to check it out, bro?
I did. I thought it was a dope battle. It was definitely a style clash, and I felt like LIL Dee's performance was super intense. But I enjoyed this battle as well.
Yeah, let's get straight into round 1. Let's do it.
This week on Bar Fight League, LIL DEE versus Brooklyn Mo. Be sure to vote for your favorite artists in the comments. All you gotta do is put the hashtag next to their name. Easy.
Clap it up. Yo, welcome to Bar Fight League. On my left, I got Brooklyn Mo. On my right, LIL DEE. Let's get to it.
Lemon pepper wings, the lobster and butter dreams. Make your first meal dirty while keeping your butters clean. Gotta do it big, it was all a dream. Brooklyn Moses split the way that flood the scene. City going silly, act silly, only one of me. Race to take it all, yeah, instead of what you need. How I go from make-believe to the one that they gon' need. Boys in the hood don't want nobody, they just wanna see. Wanna see if it's real lit as the music. How Bop got smoke, I promise you they gon' use it. Let it go 1 or 2, not a metro booming. For funds close as one, take your trust and abuse it. Use it to your use since I've been there before. And seeking competition, selling settle the score. My aura legendary like I lived this before. Been hungry for the bank since I hunger for more. Play the green from the 4 until we eagle the Forbes. Hard stairs, hands out, I seen them eager before. If I'm really being honest, it's a done with it all. So before you burn our bridge, I just hope that you're sure. This is all facts, I ain't never lied about no soul packs. I done put energy in the wrong backs. Bunch of lost boys, how they drinking out the same flask. At the top, I be waiting till they call back. They see through my tracks like where they been hiding me. Put on for Brooklyn, I know they big proud of me. Dodo, no deep mob and shook no prodigy. For real, I cook till I bubbled up. It's be the part where the soda come. Lately just feel like the only one. Lately I feel like the chosen one. Started to rap like they owe me one. Even I know they don't owe me none.
So you think you're so Brooklyn that you try to roll the James Harden beard, but it's looking like shit, you gotta shave. If you thinking that you better, you been living in a cave. Kill you on a track, then I'm pissing on your grave. Look at all the guys on the mics, on the phase, going up against me in a bar fight, you better pray every day. If you're trying to stand up in my way, I'm gonna promise you there's something even Christ couldn't save. By the end of this battle, Mo gon' need a Motrin. Make his chick moan and have him in his emotions. Make him mow lawns the way that this battle broken. Remember last battle, the way that this kid was choking? Gotta remember cause they edited it out, started stuttering. Armani had to let her spit it out. Take the breath from his account, I got my head up in the closet, got my foot up on his neck till he's severed in the ground. You want a stationary bike pedaling around? You better pop a pill or any medicine you found. By the time the battle over, I give the kid depression, make him desperate, and I make him stress whenever I'm around. Father giving rappers nosebleeds. Michael Corleone, you could call him Brooklyn Mo Green. It's D.
All right, man. Round one, stellar performance, I think, from both artists. But as far as like what the objective was and what you're supposed to do in these bar fights, which we established is attack your opponent, Lil Dee definitely came out swinging. And he honestly, he really like, I feel like he really like invigorated the round, you know, because Brooklyn Mo was playing it really easy, just kind of riding the flow perfectly, you know, hitting some cool ass rap verses and stuff. But yeah, Lil Dee just said, "Hold on, bro."
Yeah, for sure. I think Brooklyn Mo, super dope flow, and like the delivery was dope. It just seemed like it was a dope verse, like not a bar fight kind of situation at all. And Lil Dee he went straight for his throat, you know. Talking about the previous round, and you know they edited out the show. And like, he went for it, and the flow was just perfect.
Yeah, I mean, just so people know, for the most part, we want to show you the best of the artists, right? So every once in a while, we might just like take a part where they don't get through the verse, tell them to rap that verse again, and use that specific verse. So everything is one take, everything is live, but we're taking the best. You know what I mean? Like it's like a cipher, you know? So that's what I do as far as like making sure it's best. But as far as like, yeah, Brooklyn Mo's performance, he messed up at least, I don't know, like five or so times. It took a lot of air out of it, but towards the end he got it, and we used that verse. So that's what he's referencing. Just a little like tidbit about what happened at the shoot. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe like, you know.
That's a fair strategy. A fair speak. Fair talk. Very fair talk.
So in the chat we got Junior said Lil Dee. Fucking ho 808B said Ites. He has like a little, you know, a hurt sign like the fire. Lil Dee killed it. And Mr. Sphinx said Lil Dee as well. I agree, man. I'm gonna go Lil Dee this round. Radio, what do you think?
For sure, absolutely.
Exactly. All right, let's go to round two.
Bar fight, man. We got bars and bars and bars and bars.
This the height of your career. This the beginning for me. You ain't getting to me. When my no pass, that's the only time I had them feeling for me. Still they kneeling to me. Now they got me on the rooftop, put me here, cause there just ain't no ceiling for me. Got me going up against a Teletubby. Ask your girl, said she really love me. You my homie, but yours a rapper, I slap you. You gon' be the one I come after. Boss need to save it. Call me John Taffer, you wouldn't have bars if you worked in the tavern. Wait, run to that. Speaking of that, you call it you Mo, like to show you a Simpson. This ain't Bing, they call me the king in the ring. I can promise you ain't winning this one. Exploded the floor, I've been goaded. They see me promoted, can find it emotives. They quoted and noted the way that I wrote it. I married the game, I've been daily devoted. Ain't nothing no one can say to expose it. Killed my foes, cause my enemies closest. Flowing believe this, they calling me Jesus. Y'all can compare with some Moto or Moses. Splitting like the Red Sea. Ain't no rapper that can really go against me. Kind of world MC, hit him in the face. Young Jack MC. Edited summer, leave a show so empty. They deny entry. You ain't cool Mo D. Back to cool J O S. You a fool, yo, please. Still 16, twice your height. How you lose to a kid still in school, though, jeez. I ain't even in my final form, leaving Mo extinct like a dinosaur. John Wick. This a different type of war. At this point, they question what you rhyming for. Take my hand and rip inside your core. Have you on the floor? Have you crying more? And I promise if you try and come back at me, I'll be ripping through your spinal cord.
Let's go.
youngins, you know I was born in the brook. Wasn't overnight, you as dumb as you look. 10,000 boy, that's as long as it took. Where they fight over corners and queens like the Rooks. Lefty in school, used to write over hooks. Smart, I was angry but misunderstood. Teachers would label me, question who raising me. Say I'm no good like that boy, no. Belly of the beast, what do you think of your sheep? Food always frying, the liquor always cheap. Flooding the flood that I wrist and repeat. When we're holes in our souls, how we back on our feet. See my brother dream leap from his own eyes. You know how that feel? Abusive from failure, he drowned in the same eyes. All I speak is real, it's all deception. They woke when they sleep, war with each other, but act like it's peace. Never gon' give, they just here for the feast. Woman not good enough, my name ain't meat. Claiming they dogs, but I guess it's a leash. All of that pain and that hunger release. Half of these rappers be capping, they ain't from the streets. Where they get greasy with Westons, really, but really it's not an expression. Probably do worse for the mentions, curse for them hundreds and capturing the lessons, huh? Violence is leading progressions, huh? Trust that we proud to be born in them trenches. 12 to 12 on the corners and benches. PTSD and depression, where your ID is considered a weapon. Bow, Brooklyn.
It's heating up. Y'all like that?
What'd you think about that round? Radio?
Yeah. More of the same. Yeah, more of the same. I mean, I felt like Brooklyn Mo, storytelling, narrative, you know, great for a record, but just not in that bar fight, not in fighting form. But Lil Dee came to fight. You know, I didn't think the content was, you know, super crazy lyrical on Lil Dee's side, but when we're talking about attacking and just being in pocket, he's completing the objective.
Yeah.
You
I
know
like
what
how
I'm
Lil
saying?
Dee
Definitely.
came in. I think he had a really good intro verse, you know. He said, "This is the height of your career. This ain't even the beginning for me. You ain't listening to me with my no past. That's the only time I had him feeling for me." He comes in with he finds the pocket early, and then after that, you can kind of just have so much fun creatively with it. After that, you know, start calling dudes Teletubbies and stuff, and just throwing little shots because you got everybody's head moving in the beginning, you know. So he definitely knows how.
Yeah. It's the energy. He knows how to create an energy with his delivery. And you can see that in the room. You can see that, you know what I mean? And I'm sure it's like even more infectious in person. And you can just see that, you know what I'm saying? You can see how he injects his energy into the situation. I do think both of these beats favor his style more than Brooklyn Mo's style. I do definitely think that. And I would like to see him on some more slowed down production. Right. Not to say that it will have a different effect, but I definitely would like to see that because I do feel like both of these, I mean, if you listen to both of them are rapping fast. So it's not, and I don't think that that's specifically Brooklyn Mo's style or preference necessarily. I think he can do it, but I don't think that's his preference. But either way, he didn't come to fight. He came to rap, but he didn't come to fight.
Right.
So I don't, you know, that's really what the story tells. Because I mean, if his content was different, the flow was there for Brooklyn Mo. If the content was there, you know what I'm saying? If he was attacking with that flow, it wouldn't have been so decisive. I don't think.
I agree. Do you think it's possible to win this bar fight with just an incredible verse? Nothing about your opponent, just giving a verse that's just.
Not unless your opponent doesn't rap well. At this stage in the tournament, no.
No.
At this point in the tournament, no.
I agree. But I'd like to be surprised. You know, they could.
Yeah, I would wonder. I would wonder what that would have to be. Like I said, I think your opponent would have to be ineffective in order for you to be
right
to win. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't care what you rapping about. If at the end of the day, when I have to make a decision, if you rapping really good, but it's about your life and it doesn't have any kind of like you gotta paint the pic like okay, so like if you frame it up to like, yo, I got these types of issues. I don't got time to be talking to you type shit. And you
Right.
paint it like that and you drop one of those, the one of like a crazy personal verse, I think you could do it that way. You could win around like that. You ain't gonna win the whole battle doing that, but you could win around like that.
Yeah, I agree.
But it would still have, the verse would still have to be hella elite,
Yeah.
and you would have to frame that narrative perfectly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
To set up the stage for it, and then go with it. But
I like
that's,
that angle.
to me, that's the only way.
I feel
Well,
like
I'm a battle.
let's go on to round 3 because I think Brooklyn Mo, he didn't do exactly that, but I feel like he might have started off that way, and that probably is the best approach to go. Let's check it out.
We gotta give it up for that. That was hard. That was fire.
Stay quiet when grown men speak. That's how you supposed to act. It's left for me to write some battle raps cause I ain't never learned to smack. Every bar most spit like a closed fist. Almost like God blessed me with a voice for this. Almost like I ain't have a choice in this. I plan to bite the apple even though they say it's poisonous. It's either that or wait for the love just like an orphanage. Sad that some of my closest ain't even close to this. Sad that some of my closest ain't even close to this. I might play mellow, but with D don't rolls, I had the whole league blowing knees trying to go coast to coast with this. I could never hate on a prodigy, I just want to give you the most of this. Cause if it's one thing I learned, blood could be as thin as water. And every other song about them pitching on these corners. See these gangsters switching flags like they cross the borders. I kill the tracks and set the bar cause I've been passing over. After game, stick and move, this rap casting over. I'm close to the game like a season ticket holder. See, I spit it through the pain till they lift me on their shoulders. Just the gas all sober, we gon' roll until we sober. If you ain't got a piston or cobra, bang yourself. I said bang yourself. If you looking for a handout, you should slap yourself. From the city where we never sleep, I knew this be my masterpiece. See, when my pops passed, I knew that he would oversee. Me gradually reach my peak and then I overleap. But people only listen to the prophets, still let Moses speak. See, the hottest in the game, I place them after me. Cause honestly, it's ain't nothing but another casualty. You can hear that pain, hunger, agony inside of me. A real rapper spitting real ish, I'm just an oddity. Only thing my failures ever done to me was hard to me. Lyrically inspired me to be the one that you gon' love to see up in them spider seats. No whip seeing house ends, that's Ferrari B. I LV my designer jeans. It ain't drugs, designers kill economies. I don't cop that Gucci Louis, chickens won't be grinding me. Catch 22, cause swallows give me the loot. I'm probably speaking the truth, but you probably feel it's for you.
Yo, Motor Fake Fat Joe. That's the style that he's bitten from. He looked like Big Pun had a Down syndrome son. Chromosomes, they give him one. Rhyme skill, they give him none. Sex appeal, I don't think he ever pushed a chick to come. Saw the bracket last round, couldn't wait to hit this bum. He might be sick to some. D could chew him up and spit like gum. Good thing he's Puerto Rican. Cause I know when this hit is done and he's depressed, he could go home and sip his rum. The kid is from Coney Island. You might be cool as an MC, but they ain't do you any favors putting you against me. Let your booing friends see that this loser think he ruled, but yet the kid is still in school. He ain't even 17, still killing you. Leave you dead and broken a hearse. Against Bing, you went a first and then you choked in your verse. I know you hungry cause you fat but can't control your thirst. The kid is hungry and he's going berserk. You know the flow better burst. And even if Avengers are assembling in the Justice League pulls up with the Star Wars rebellion, I'm Thanos. Snap my fingers, you start trembling. This kid flows, spreading like gizmos. I'm a gremlin. Rolling with my henchmen, the Jokers and the Penguins, the Venoms and the Goblins. To flow and get attention, I'm Simba. The Lion King is roaring like an engine. I'm leaving you with scars and I'm showing no affection. D.
Round 3. What'd you think, brother?
You know, it's like this. I like Brooklyn Mo's raps. I like the rap better. Like I like his rap better. But once again, like I feel like you're right. He kind of framed it up a little bit with the smack rappers thing. But it still was like you still just didn't you didn't want to engage.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know,
Which is fine.
like
Yeah.
which is cool, but it's just this setting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just this setting, and I mean, and one thing about Lil D is like, especially in this particular battle, um, he's just rapid fire with the attack and the and the metaphors and the insults. I don't like I don't think the metaphors are like or the punches are like super crazy. They're just like these little jabs, but they're like there's a barrage of them. You know what I'm saying? There's a barrage of them.
Yeah.
And when you're not fighting back, it's just hard to give you the round.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm
I
saying?
think
It's
like he
it's
threw in the
almost
towel early.
like yeah, it's like somebody fighting you windmill style, right? And they may not be like landing any knockout blows or anything, but you're not punching back. You're just kind of playing defense.
Yeah.
If somebody's watching that fight from a distance, they're gonna be like, the windmill dude beat you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, he beat him. You know what I'm saying? But it's like it's only because you're not throwing any punches back. That's kind of how I would describe this, especially the third round. But that's kind of how I would. I think there were some knockout punches, not knockout punches, but some heavy punches that Lil D landed earlier
Oh yeah.
in the battle, especially in the first round.
Oh
I
yeah.
liked his first round probably best. But that's kind of how I feel about the battle overall. Was
He's a
that
great writer,
you know?
and a showman. As far as like, I feel like the understanding of what bar fight is supposed to be, he definitely took that concept and ran away with it. Like you said, like I love how his intros go. When he says like, you think you're so Brooklyn that you tried to grow the James Harden beard, but it's looking like shit you got to shave. If you're thinking that you're better, you've been living in the grave. Kill you on a track and I'm pissing on your. Oh, some you've been living in a cave, pissing on your track and I'm shit. Now something I forgot what it is. He's killing it though, and it's all on beat. It's not like it's just some shit that's he's just throwing off in the wind. Like he's playing to the beat. He's writing to the beat. So I do agree though, the beats favor him, and that's mostly because I wanted to go with somewhat of a grime drill beat on the second round for both rounds. The same thing with Timo and Sicario Sosa, because I wanted to kind of show that while we're doing these new type of battles, we can still like reach into the current culture and what music is. You know what I mean? I definitely want to show that it's incorporated of all that type of shit. So try to switch up the beats a bit.
Oh, that's dope. That's definitely dope. You know what I'm saying? It just, it's just what happens when, in this particular instance, it just happened to fall in Lil D's favor. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's why there's multiple rounds and we switch the production up and give it different looks. So I'm just, I'm definitely interested to see how the final four goes and then from there, you know what I mean? So I'm definitely hyped to see the rest of this tournament.
Yo, usually you produce the episodes in Virginia, just so anybody in the chat knows. Radio is producing all the videos you see that are happening in the VA, and usually I'm doing the ones in New York City. What if for this next round we switch it? And I'm just throwing that out there. You don't even have to decide on this stream, but we switch it. You pick the beats for Lil D and Timo next round. I do Kane and Sneeze. Or do you already have
I'm
stuff
down
in
with
the works?
Nah, that could be cool. I think that'd be dope.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, that'll be fun. I think the producers will like that too. I mean, I don't think. Well, I mean, I'm sure they just have, just producers are happy to have any of the MCs rap because they're all dope. You know what I'm saying? But it'll it'll definitely give them a different look because they, a lot of the producers that, like, I use VA producers for the most part.
Yeah.
Down here, So we do have some people from overseas and some stuff. Shabir has done some for this tournament. But yeah, like I think that would be dope.
Do they also do
I think
the
that would be
cipher versus cipher episodes you guys got going in RVA?
Yeah, so now what we're doing with the cipher versus cipher, actually, which is even cooler, is starting last month and continuing on and will continue from this point is we're actually we're actually pitting producers against each other.
Dope.
It's like one producer and another producer, and they actually recruit their 5 MCs to rap over their production. So it's like the producers are like the team captains or coaches, and then they go find their 5 MCs to bring to the table. So that's so like last month it was Ant the Symbol, dope producer from here against Skinny Hendrix, who Skinny Hendrix has produced in this tournament a few of the rounds. And yeah, so Skinny found his 5, and Sneeze was on Team Skinny last time. And the interesting this month is Repaton is another producer who's going up against. So the precedence was set when Skinny won was that they get to keep the court. Basically, like, all right, we won, we go on to the next month, get another producer with another 5 MCs. So like so Repaton comes and actually took Sneeze from Team Skinny because Repaton and Sneeze are like best friends. So we had a situation where Skinny had to go find another MC to replace Sneeze. Sneeze switched teams, so there's a little animosity
KD'd you.
coming in. Yeah, animosity coming into the Sunday. So
That's dope. Hey, maybe there's some way we can incorporate that stuff into like the championship. You know, when we do the bar fight championship, we should maybe plan some cipher versus cipher stuff too, just to make a whole show out of it. You know?
Yeah, sure, absolutely. I would love to do that.
Yeah,
We'll talk about it because this month I was wondering if or when we were gonna do it, because I might have Kane and Sneeze maybe do theirs as part of one of the Rap Elite events. So actually have an audience.
That's hard.
So depending upon when we do it, either if we're doing it in March, then I'll just have them do the March one. Do it in March.
Yo, that'd be sick. I'll slide through. I love going through last time. That'd be dope.
Yeah, dude, that would be super dope. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. If anybody out there ever hits up the VA, bro, definitely go to RVA rapidly because those sessions are clean as hell. Can you tell them where it goes on usually?
Bang and Biscuit is our new location. We started there last month. So we start. So our next episode is this coming Sunday at 6 p.m. So if you're in the area, definitely pull up. Follow RVA Rap Elite on IG. We're actually doing a Twitter Spaces tonight at 9 p.m. To talk about the episode this coming Sunday. So if you're on Twitter tonight, follow Radio Blitz and hop into Spaces with us. But yeah, come out this Sunday, man. It's gonna be crazy. We got 2 Southpaw battles going on. We got the Cypher versus Cypher. We have a 35 MC open Cypher. We have our producers lounge going on. A lot of stuff going on, all in one night. So it's gonna be crazy.
Dope. And just for continuity, who did you give this third round to?
I gave the third round to LIL DEE.
You're saying LIL DEE swept all the way through, right?
Yeah, and that's how I had it. I feel like, once again, I like the way Brooklyn Mo started that verse, and I love the verse. I just, like I said, if we watching a fight, I wouldn't be able to give it to him.
Yeah.
Punch count. Just punch count. You know what I mean? Like fighting. You know, it's like,
I have to agree.
you know what I'm saying? Like, just is CompuBox. What is a CompuBox? Yeah. Using them CompuBox numbers.
Of them, though. You know, salute to Brooklyn Mo, incredible MC. He got tons of music out. Check him out.
Great rapping from both MCs all 3 rounds. Let me be clear about that. Great rapping from both MCs all 3 rounds. And that's the tough part about saying somebody lost 3-0 is like when they rap really well, it's like it makes it seem like they got dominated, but it's not really that. It's just, it's just your approach sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, I think we got it. The fans are in agreement and below as well. Junior said Brooklyn should get his ass in battle form. He's too calm. Said Lil D is special. Has practiced his craft since he was little. He has that passion. So yeah, man, we agree with y'all, man. Lil D 3-0, they shout out to Brooklyn Mo though. And yeah, the next one we do will be Sicario and Timo. It might not happen tomorrow. We might pick up back next week. But thanks to everybody for tuning in this week. Yeah, man, anything you want to say before we get out of here?
I appreciate those who have been tuning in. Make sure you continue to support World MC. Also, man, if you're watching, definitely come check us out on our YouTube as well, or come to our live events. And you'll definitely, the culture is safe with World MC.
In good hands.
I believe.
In good hands. All right.
For sure.
Peace out, bro. Catch you early next week.